guys? Welcome back to the Gold Guy YouTube channel, and welcome back to the 1983 Yamaha XJ650 restoration. I'm finally almost done restoring this bike. It's just a light restoration, but I fixed a ton of problems that this bike had in the last video. Just to name a few: oil leaks, flooding out, electric start stopped working. Then I had no choice but to rebuild the electric starter, and of course I made a how-to video how to do it. Clutch was slipping. I also made a video on how to rebuild a clutch, so make sure to watch that one. And we also repainted a ton of rusty parts like the exhaust and the whole bike. Actually, we repainted all the plastic fairing and everything, and now it's time to put it all back together. This is the part that makes me the most happy. The bike's been down for so long now that I've had it hooked up to a trickle charger. So yeah, that just goes to show how long this light restoration has taken. I definitely would never want to do a full restoration on this bike because it's pretty complex actually. But we're disconnecting the trickle charger and we are done. We're putting this thing back together and hopefully taking it on a ride. Alright, let's get these nice freshly painted exhaust headers back on the bike, finally. And we gotta just get this top piece in. Headers did not go in easy. They came out pretty easy, but they did not go in without a fight. We got one left, the other two tightened up just fine. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. Now we gotta get the muffler back on. Bye bye, little Turbski. All ready to reassemble. We've got the exhaust back on, but there's just one thing: it is dirty as heck. So I think we need to give this bike a wash without all of the plastics on it, so we can really clean up the griminess of the engine and just everything that was covered up. It's real dirty, so let's give this thing a fresh bath. Foam cannon! Yeah! Woo! Oh, that looks so much better already. Emily, whatever. It's freaking cold out here. I'm just trying to get this done before my fingies go numb. Okay, we gotta get all the water off this thing before it starts turning into icicles. It's already icing up, guys. That was fast. Icy. All clean though. Now we can reassemble it. Okay, elbow replaced. Now gas tank can go back on. Alright, fuel lines are all reassembled, hose clamps are tightened up, fuel valves are open. Let's get some gas in this guy and see if we have any leaks. Hopefully we don't. If we don't, we'll see if the bike runs good. If it does, then we'll finish reassembling it. Ah, I see. I just freaking tightened that hose clamp too. It's leaking out of that clamp right there. Let's get it tightened up. Well, I tightened it up, and unfortunately the fitting cracked. I don't know if it was already cracked or what, but that little plastic elbow, which I always was afraid of it cracking, well, it cracked. You can see it there. So we're gonna have to pull the tank back off and replace that fitting with something else. Well, hey, at least this happened here and not when I was out riding the bike. Yeah, that fitting is done. I don't know what happened, but it just broke. Honestly surprised that didn't happen sooner. This plastic seems super brittle. There it is. So this is a weird fitting because this end is bigger, this one's small, so it's gonna be hard to find one to replace it, but I'll be happy to replace this brittle plastic fitting with maybe something metal. So I found a replacement for the broken plastic elbow, and it's this. This is a brass like plumbing connector I found at a hardware store, and it's actually the perfect size. This big end fits perfectly over these threads, and I know it would be better if it was a barbed fitting like the original one, but hey, the threads actually thread in there perfectly, and then we can get a hose clamp over that. And then this end is actually barbed, and it's the perfect size to fit in there. So we've got our elbow. Let's get this back on the bike. Okay, elbow replaced. Now gas tank can go back on. Alright, we've successfully got the fuel line on. It appears that there's no leaks. Let's see if this thing will start up. It's had a long nap. Started up so freaking easily. Well guys, it seems like it's running really good actually. Maybe the best it's ever ran. I don't know, it's idling super good, it's revving up good, and that's not smoke, that's just condensation. It's cold and wet outside, but listen to this. Whew. It's finally time we've all been waiting for, mainly me. We're going to be putting the plastics back on the bike, and we're going to get to see what it looks like all together. I'm going to start with this back tail section and work my way forward. Let's get it. Now the tail piece. That's much easier. Following this plastic section. A whole lot better already. Here we go, bolts are going back in. That's it for that piece. I'm doing it from easiest to hardest, because that's how I roll. Yes. Now we have our Yamaha emblems and the Seika Turbo emblems. We just need to pull off this old double-sided tape. We can first heat it up a bit with a torch. And then it should come right off. There we go. This stuff is a little older. I don't know how it'll come off. Let's see. Oh wow, that worked like a charm. Windshield yet. I am working on building a new one to replace the cracked old original one, but we can still get the turn signals on this bike and take it for a ride. It still looks nice without the windshield. Same thing on this side, but this side's brown and black. Go. Tuck the wires in. And since I haven't ridden this bike in so long, this is just like a shakedown ride. Okay, let's turn the key on, give it a test. Yep, it works. All right. Now let's get some new double-sided tape on these emblems. There we go. We got some nice decals all ready to be installed. Let's do it. I was looking at some pictures online, and technically we don't need this emblem anymore because I put this turbo decal on. And from the pictures I found online of these bikes, they never have both. But this is the decal kit. They said it was for this bike, and you know, I have this emblem, might as well put it on. So we're gonna slump it on right there in line with the blue pinstripe and try to center it as best I can. I think that looks pretty good. There we go. That's on there for good. Now these things do not come off. Alright, same thing for this one. We gotta go a little higher. It's about 1 finger's width on the other side. That's how I'm measuring today. That looks pretty good. And then these emblems originally were not gold. They're supposed to be silver, but I couldn't find any of the original silver ones. They're pretty rare. I was able to find this gold one from a Yamaha Aspencade, I think it's called, for the same year. So I might as well go with it. We can always paint it silver later on or something like that. I think it goes like about there. It looks like it goes a little bit lower and a little further back. Nice. Kind of like the gold. It's kind of cool. It matches the Yamaha XJ650 gold on the engine case. There we go. the bike has been hibernating for, I don't know, about a month or so. And it started up really easily, but it sounds like it might be running on 3 cylinders. Can't really tell. So let's take it on a little ride and see if she's gonna behave today. Fixed a lot of issues. No more warnings on the tack dash thing. My goal is just to go fill it up with gas the rest of the way. Ooh. Not off to a good start. We have like no power. Come on, girl, wake up. She's waking up a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah. Woo! Woo! Haha! Good morning, little angel. And it is actually kind of weird not having a windshield. I am waiting on the correct kind of plastic to come in the mail from Amazon because I couldn't find it at any store in my area. What I need is polycarbonate. I previously bought acrylic plastic, but acrylic's not strong enough, so we're gonna get some polycarbonate and we're gonna get this windshield built right. Alright, we're gonna get some gas in this pig now. She's thirsty, she likes drinking it. Holy crap! Man, I forgot how fast this bike was. Let's fill up. 93 octane. Only the best for you, girl. Come on, girl. Alright, let's see how much this thing takes. I have maybe a gallon in it right now at most. Oh, $10 almost. 2.34 gallons. That got us up to the neck. Alright, guys. We got gas. Alright. We made it home.